Hi, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to create this Baroque Night Pendant. Remember, if you need the supplies, you can always gather them, and let me show you how. Click on the link in the description below to go to our website. Then click on the Add All Materials to Cart button. If any items are out of stock, don't worry. Just pick your favorite alternative from the options displayed. All right, now let's get started making our project. All right, we're starting out really simple with Azuki 8 O's, 11 O's, and some 4mm crystal rounds. I have a 14mm Rivoli here, and the first thing I've done is use size 8 dragon thread in the green color, and I've put that onto a size 10 needle, and I've added a stop bead to the end of the thread. This bead I did a nice bright color because it's going to come off, and that way I make sure I don't sew through it by accident. So far, I've picked up 20 total of the Azuki 8mm rounds, and I am using that stop bead to hold them on. I'm going to go through the first 5 of those 20 beads. And what this is going to do is create a little loop there, and to measure in case you want to do so for another size Rivoli, I want it to sit that I can see, but that the Rivoli kind of doesn't fall through there. So again, this is a 14mm Rivoli, and we did 20 of our 8 O's. From here, I'm going to do my corner pieces. So the corner pieces are going to be an additional 8 O, and then I'm going to do a total of my 5 11 O's. We're going to come back through that corner piece there, and then we're going to sew down through the next 5 of our 8 O seed beads. What that's going to do is just kind of make those 5 seed beads just sit up in the top like that, like a little prong. Same thing here, 1 go on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to sew back down through that same 8 O seed bead, not through the 11 O's, just the 8 O's, and then once again through the next 5 of our beads. 2 more times to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go back through that 8 and then through the next 5 beads, which is going to bring us out right next to our stop bead. You can just kind of push that down and out of the way. We're going to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of our 11 O seed beads. From here, back down through that 8 like we've been doing, and we're going to complete by going through those 4 seed beads and out through the 8 O that we put on for our first little prong there.
There's something really special about jewelry you made yourself. Every month, 3 brand new kits arrive at your door, with everything inside to create pieces this beautiful. Plus, subscribe quarterly and receive a complete set of jewelry-making tools as our welcome gift to you. A hobby that keeps your mind active, fills your time with joy, and builds a collection you'll be proud to wear. The PotomacBeads Kit Edition. Subscribe today.
After finishing that up, I've sewn to the top of my prong, which means my thread is coming out bead number 4 there. From here, I want to add 1, 2, 3, and 4 more of my 11 O seed beads, and then I'm going to go to my next prong, the second one down there, and I'm going to sew through that 3rd bead there as well and exit. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4 more 11s to the next prong, sew through just that 3rd bead on the prong, kind of that corner bead there. Same thing here, and I'm not worrying too much that my Rivoli stays in because I need to tighten this up as I go around the outer edge. I'm also going to want to kind of pull on that stop bead to make sure that's tight in the back. From here, 4 more beads. And then once those 4 beads are on, you're going to go back through that first original bead that your thread was coming out of, that corner prong, all the way over through those first 4 seed beads and to that second little prong corner. At this point, I'll put my Rivoli in there, just kind of hold it in place as I bring that super simple little bezel up. From here, I'm going to duck down into the Rivoli bezel. We're going to go into that corner piece, and we're going to reinforce our back, going through just those seed beads around that center. So just through those 20 seed beads once again. not going through any of the corner ones, just through the 20 original. And what this is going to do is tighten up the back here and make sure that your Rivoli is not going to come out the back. And I wait to do this because that way you just kind of tighten up the front and the back at the same time. Now we're going to go to our front here. Coming out through that 8-0 that sits at the top, we're going to exaggerate the sides of our piece. To exaggerate the sides of our piece, we are going to go through the first bead there. So bead number 1 of that group of 5. We're going to add 2 11-0s, followed by 1 8-0, one crystal, followed by 2 11-0s. And then you're going to go to the next one and you're going to go down through that first bead that we're coming out of. You're going down through the opposite one in the next prong. And that just puts that crystal on the outer edge. Right here, we're going to add 1 11-0 seed bead to sit on the edge. And then you're once again going to go through bead number 1. Here we're going to add 1 and 2 11-0, one of my crystal rounds, 1 and 2 11-0, and then down into that first bead that sits right there. When I'm there, we're going to decorate the corner, 1 11, go up. So we're going up and down basically as we go around the outer edge, and that's going to make our Rivoli look bigger. Kind of fill in some of that space. And we're here at the corner, add your 11-0. So you're going down and then up, almost like a herringbone style there. 1 and 2, crystal round, 1 and 2. Down through this bead here. And then right here where we started, we're just going to add our corner bead and go back up through. And like we've been doing, basically, we're going back through, making sure that it's nice and secure, the first group that we put on. What we're actually doing is a fringe style of a bezel. It doesn't feel like that, but here we go then, right to that corner 11-0 that we added as we went around. And see how that puts those crystals on the outer edge of that piece. All right, the nice thing with this component is you can pretty much stop whenever you want in any of this process. You could have just stopped with the prongs. We're gonna keep adding because we can. So I'm gonna do 1 11-0 seed bead, and then we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 of our crystal rounds, followed by 1 11-0 seed bead. And now we're gonna connect to those corner pieces that we did. So we're coming out of that corner piece 11-0 that we added, and we're going through to create just that nice little rounded crystal extension. 11-0, clean up my bead mat here, which I sneezed and it took a tumble. So, allergies, that time of year. All right, into the next corner after you put on 11, 3 crystals, and an 11. You can see that just kind of tucks that along the outer edge. And then we have 1 more to go. Crystal, crystal, and crystal. 1 more 11, and into, once again, that corner bead. And you guessed it, just like we've been doing, finish up reinforcing by going through the first set that you did. So through that first 11-0, through the crystals, through the second 11-0, and back out to that corner bead. And that finishes up that second row of your crystals around that Rivoli. All right, our last little go around coming out here. We're gonna go through that first set, I should say the second because we're coming out the first. We're gonna go through the 11, 3 crystals, and then the 11-0 seed bead. We're gonna exit our needle there. We're gonna go in and we are going to do an 11, 8, 11, and we're gonna let that tuck back behind the 11-0 that sits on the corner there and go back through the next row of the 11 crystal 11 and out. And that just puts those seed beads right there along the corner, kind of finishing up the design. Once you're out, 11, 8, 11. Once again, through that group of 11 seed beads, or the 11, the 3 crystal, the 11. And that puts those 3 seed beads that I just added into the corner there. Just press it back to get that little point. 11, 8, 11, through those 3 beads, as well as the 11 before and after. Push that stop bead down to the side. And then my last little corner here, 11, 8, 11. And again, the cool thing with this simple bezel is you can stop at any time that you want. Just like we've been doing, we finish out going through that first section that we added beads and out. And that again just kind of puts those points on to keep that into that diamond design. Now I'm going to work my needle and thread, and we are going to come out through the top here, and we're going to get ready to do our simple bail. All right, coming out the 8-0, I want you to do an 11, 8, 11. You're going to sew back into the 8-0 that your thread is currently coming out of, spinning that around so that way it gets into a right angle weave unit. From here, you're going to go back up through the 11-0, back through the 8-0 as if we're doing a right angle weave. I just want to try to get that to sit kind of center. Now we're going to do an 11 followed by your crystal round followed by an 11. Go into the opposite side of the 8 that your thread is currently coming out of. And we're going to make that kind of sit to the side there. Add your needle and thread going through the 11 that's already there. Go through the crystal that's there additional. Add an 11, 8, 11, back through that crystal that the thread is coming out of. So this is just right angle weave that we're doing. And I just added that crystal. So when I turn it and do the bail, the crystal kind of sits on the top. We're going to do a couple more units of right angle weave here. And I'm going to stay consistent with the 11, 8, 11. Going back through the bead that we just came out of. Sorry, I'm flipping it because it's easier to flip in my hand. Back through bead number 1, out through my 8-0. When I'm out through my 8-0, I grab 11, my 8, my 11, back through the 8 the thread is coming out of, through the first 11 next to your needle, and through the 8. And that just continues, the whole length here that we're working on. I'm going to do one more. And then I've been really loving just simple brown cords with this, but you can obviously make a necklace. Going back in here. And as I come out the 8-0 here, what we're going to do is we're going to bend it back on itself. I'm going to add an 11-0, go into, see how the thread's coming down on that bottom side there? We're going to go into the 8 that's already there, the very first one, rounding this out, making a little bail. Add another 11 and into the 8-0 seed bead that was at the end of the bail section. Nice little tight pull, and then it gets hard to see, but we're going to reinforce that again. Down through the 11 we just added, down through the bail 8. Oh, by accident I skipped the 11, so I'm going to have to unsew that. See how I did that? So if you ever have to unsew your project, this is a good one. See how I pulled that thread away a little bit? I'm hoping that if I sew through here, I don't twist through threads there. Got it. Go through the 11, go through the 8, back through the 11. And now we're going to zigzag back through the project to reinforce that bail. So we're going back through the 8, back through the 11 on the side here, back through the next 8, back through the 11 that sits on the side, back through the 8. And what this is doing is just getting another strand through that little bail section there. Back through, so I'm just zigzagging through the 8, through the 11, and you're going to go from side to side. And that's it, guys. Back through the crystal. If you want to, on the crystal side, you can add extra seed beads. Because it's green thread, I'm just letting it go. The green and purple go in really nicely next to one another. And they kind of get hidden. Back through the 8. Give a nice tight little pull to tighten up any thread that I see. And that's it. Then we're going to take, I need to grab a piece of leather for sake of just having it nearby here. I'm going to grab the blue cord so you can see. Actually, it looks kind of pretty on the blue cord too. And there it hangs down. Last thing we need to do is get our thread end back to that starter thread. So we're going to go down through the project, mimicking the way that the thread has already been. We don't want to take our thread and expose any of it. So we're basically sewing back through, and we're just going to look and we're going to say, okay, how do I get back here? Oh yeah, I went back to that corner unit. Or you can look and you can say, oh look, I can just tuck that right back there. No one will know, be the wiser. And it doesn't affect the design at all. Grab that extra stop bead off, tie these 2 thread ends together, and that finishes up your sweet little pendant. Thanks so much for joining me in creating the Baroque Night Pendant. Hopefully you like seeing the simple way to create nice, quick, and beautiful bezels. Remember to share your posts in our Facebook group for jewelry making. And Beading and Jewelry Making, you ask to become a member there, and we'll preview, and then you share your designs with this amazing community. As always, a little thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for joining, and stay tuned for more creative designs.